I'm thinking Goat Simulator. Yeah!
When it comes to animal simulator games that embrace their goofy nature, none quite compare to the original Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator was a viral sensation in 2014, and for good reason. It was a piece of shit. You know, around this time, everyone thought the screaming goat meme was the funniest thing on the planet, and I guess by proxy, goats became a hot ticket item in the online space, so anything with the letters G, O, A, and T in it was assured some level of success. No wonder this game sold so well. But don't let its popularity fool you. This game is not your average AAA experience. No, it's a lot better. See, most big budget games aim to provide you with tons of content, a rich story, riveting characters, huge worlds to explore. Goat Simulator takes all of that a step further and has goats in it.
I'm sold.
Goat Simulator isn't really a game that's meant to be taken seriously. It's supposed to provide you with a silly, goofy, wacky game with a this in it. And by God, it delivers in that department. Eventually, Goat Simulator got a sequel in 2022. I can only imagine goat interest had reached abnormally high levels that year. And for this hotly anticipated sequel, the developer Coffee Stain Studios decided to do the unthinkable. And suck at counting. Yeah, the second game in the Goat Simulator series was named Goat Simulator 3 because funny haha. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, the title of the game is fairly superfluous to the actual gameplay experience, but that doesn't stop people like me from bitching about the fact that we never have and most likely never will get a proper Goat Simulator 2. Somebody's gotta lead the protests. But enough stalling. Let's jump right into Goat Simulator. The Goaty. Get it? It's like Game of the Year, but with goat.
Oh, yeah, okay,
See, right when you boot this game up, you can automatically tell that the developers at least gave a tiny shit. There's multiple modes to explore with a neat looking menu setup, letting us get a closer look at what each mode has in store for us. Yet when your standards are already low, it doesn't take much to impress. Best way to describe Goat Simulator is a free roaming sandbox chaos game. The main goal of the game is to walk around and commit heinous acts as a goat. That's pretty much all you can do and all you're supposed to do. I'd be content thinking this is actually what it's like being a goat if I didn't know better. I don't know better. And the physics in this game are wacky as hell, but that's kind of the point. Goat Simulator would not be very fun if it had to abide by real-world laws of physics. Well, I'll be damned. There are objectives to complete, but they're basically just here to give the game some kind of structure. It's completely up to the player if they want to follow these objectives. There's not much incentive to do so other than just being able to check off a box. Like this one. Now what? There's a point system reminiscent of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater because sure. Again, it's just a feature they added to make it feel like you're doing something of worth while playing this game. Joke's on them, it didn't work. So you may be asking, if there's really no point to any of this, what's the point of any of this? Why are there multiple modes? Well, it's the same idea as wearing a different pair of pants from the pair you wore the previous day. It gives everything you're doing a different feel. Also, I shit myself while wearing these. Each mode offers a different campaign to play through, which can change up the gameplay style, the objectives, the world you explore, etc. The gameplay is pretty much always the same at its core, but these modes do offer the feeling of variety. Goatville is the most vanilla mode, offering a pretty basic map to explore. Goat City Bay offers a more expansive map with different objectives and more locations to cause chaos in. It's assumed to be a parody of the Grand Theft Auto series, with the logo for it mocking the logo for Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and the mode as a whole giving across majorly similar vibes. See, Grand Theft Auto has cars, this mode has cars, they're basically one and the same. Thank God for Goat Simulator giving GTA more exposure. I say to you again, no wonder this game sold so well. Now, these two modes were the only ones included in the base Goat Simulator game from back in the day, but lucky for us, we're playing the Game of the Year edition, which comes with every new mode released as paid DLC. Yes, Goat Simulator got paid DLC because why wouldn't I want to throw more money at this? So let's see if all these extra modes are worth a damn. First up, there's Goats Before Outbreak and Goats After Outbreak, which are zombie apocalypse themed. Each mode offers a different perspective on said apocalypse, with one representing before and the other representing after, in case you couldn't figure that out on your own. After Outbreak gives you various survival tasks and objectives involving killing zombies, despite you also being a zombie. I got bored in Before Outbreak and quit after 2 minutes. There's Waste of Space, which is sci-fi themed.
Finally, this combines my two favorite things, goats and Goats in space!
This, like the name implies, takes place in space, so obviously you know they had to take advantage of the setting. We got some even wackier physics at play here, coupled with some silly things you can do to your goat, like give it a big head. See, wacky shit like this doesn't seem so wacky when the game as a whole is wacky to begin with. At least I wrote a segue. I can shit on this mode all I want, but I played it long enough to make over $19,000. That's gotta mean something. There's Goat MMO Simulator, which gives off major Skyrim vibes. Take it from me, someone who's never played Skyrim in their entire life. You can customize your character and everything. Let's go with the microwave. See, this is the real reason I bought this game. The goat stuff was just a consolation prize. There's Payday, which has goat gambling.
This game has it all.
The most unique feature of this mode is that there's 4 different characters you can swap between on a whim. There's a goat, a camel, a manatee in a wheelchair. What the f***, a camel? And a flamingo, which is the most fun to play as. I mean, you can fly. Just serves as a reminder who the truly superior beings are. Oh, I'm not talking about birds. I'm talking about the Goat Simulator developers. What else does this game have? Well, there's the credits, so we know who to press charges on. Yeah, that's pretty much all this game has to offer, but honestly, this is already more than what I would expect out of a game like this. Sure, all these modes are basically just the same thing with different garnish, but I can't help but admire even just the small bits of work they put into them. I think what really makes this game is the self-awareness of it all. Like, it's dog shit, yeah, but it's supposed to be dog shit. You don't buy this game for a The Last of Us type experience. It's like, you don't go to McDonald's for a gourmet dinner. You don't go to McDonald's for a gourmet dinner. No, you buy this game to boot it up, dick around a little as a goat, and hop right out. It's not supposed to stimulate your mind, it's supposed to give you a quick boost of serotonin when you're all out of cigarettes. And if that's all this game is supposed to do, it does so pretty wonderfully. If it wasn't already obvious enough, these animal simulator games aren't typically at the top of the food chain, but rather than crumble under the pressure of trying harder than it needs to with the hopes of offering something of great quality, Goat Simulator plays the hand it's given and cements itself as, honestly, one of the most fun games of its genre. Well, if this was fun enough for me to praise, surely we can only go up from here. F*** gravity.